Hey everyone, this is D of 3 Black Geeks. I'd like to inform everybody that we're going to be doing a panel on Dragon Ball. You know what? This doesn't sound right. This doesn't sound right at all. I gotta make this a little bit more ambitious.
Attention fans of 3 Black Geeks in Washington, Baltimore, Philadelphia, New Jersey, New York, Richmond, Virginia, basically the whole fucking East Coast. Come down to Universal Fan Con at the Baltimore Convention Center, April 27th to the 29th. During that con, 3 Black Geeks will be doing all types of shenanigans, but it doesn't matter because on fucking Sunday, the panel starts. 2 o'clock in panel room 2, 3 Black Geeks will be held in We Are Dragon Ball. That's We Are Dragon Ball. A panel not just going over the history of Dragon Ball, but also going over everything that is Dragon Ball, like its effect on the black community. Is Goku a good dad? Is Gohan really trash? Is Piccolo fucking black? All these issues we brought up and the live audience there, you will be a part of it. That's right, we're going to let the fans be a part of our podcast and let you chime in on certain things. So if you are a Vegeta fan and you want to say that Goku never technically beat Vegeta, which is actually fucking true, you can actually say it on our podcast and be heard. That's right, we getting our fans involved because without you, we're nothing. Seriously, we're fucking nothing.
We love you. We really do love you.
Come down to Universal Fan Con, April 27th to the 29th. Go to universalfancon.com. Enter the promo code 3BGFanCon and get 10% off. Again, We Are Dragon Ball will be at 2 p.m. at panel room 2. That's right, we're making this a fucking thing. Come down there, be a part of something awesome. Be a part of something that is Dragon Ball.
It's that type of music that makes you feel like it's the 80s. My girlfriend, she didn't leave me, but we got into a really, really bad argument. She told me she loved me, but I couldn't hear it because I was so high on cocaine. God, I love this pastel suit. It's off pink, but it's also off purple. It's a shade I can't tell what shade it is. I'm high. I'm like really, really high. Fuck. I really have to think about it, but I can't right now. I feel like going to a dance club. Maybe listen to Luft Balloons in my Lamborghini. That sounds like the plan. It definitely sounds like the plan. This music is just, I love how synthwave just gives you this feel of Miami. You see, this is a good opening. This is the Miami Connection podcast that we did a year ago. Basically what happened was, exactly a year ago, we did the podcast. It was supposed to be a part of It Came from the East because it was a Korean director, it was a Korean producer, yada, yada, yada. And we thought it'd be a funny thing just to put in there. But it didn't fit in, and it never got released for whatever reason. Now, I got lazy, Christopher got lazy, so it just never came out. It never got edited. Well, now I'm editing this today, and you're hearing it today. Also, I'd like to give a shout out. This is exactly 1 year ago that this came out, and exactly 1 year ago, Chris turned 33, and today he turns 34. So not only is this fan con month where we're kind of laid back and just giving you some old stuff we got, I love to give a happy birthday to the tall man, Chris. This podcast is not dedicated to you. No, it's not at all, dude. But it is a podcast that we all done, and I'm finally happy that we can bring it out. So give me some of that fucking dragon sound, bruh.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome you to my club, Park Avenue, Central Florida's hottest nightclub. We have a special treat for you today. We have a new house band with a new dimension in rock and roll. We have the one, the only, Dragon Sound!
Jeff, that's your sister Jen? She's working here?
She's not supposed to be here. I don't know what she's doing here.
You better watch her. Let's go. Come on.
Friends to eternity, loyalty, honesty, we stick together through thick or thin. Oh, God.
So, today, thanks to the fans, we're going to be talking a little movie called Miami Connection. And I gotta say, I thought this was the origins of this movie, in terms of how it got made, was interesting. Because it's funny how nostalgia and a lot of things tend to get people to enjoy a movie, and Miami Connection was one of those movies that it was made by a guy named Y.K. Kim,
directed by Richard Park.
Yeah, director Young Kung Kim, that's his name. I don't know why I say Y.K. Young Kung Kim.
No,
that's actually how people refer to him, as Y.K. Kim.
Yeah, Y.K. Kim. Richard Park also helped in that. Richard Parker, actually, it was mainly him helping out with. He actually met Kim later on in life and stuff.
Basically what happened was they both met each other on like a Korean talk show, and they was like, hey, you want to have a movie? Yeah, sure. But when they did the movie, it came out the way it did, YK Kim didn't like the way it came out. So he had his co-star literally rewrite the whole movie into his likeness. And you're probably saying to yourself, well, so his friend, had movie experience, right? Was his friend when his friends could know how to write dialogue very well? Look, all right, let me guess, D. Was his friend Korean like him? Actually, no. His friend was a white guy.
This has a Korean sounding name.
And he was in the movie too. Oh gosh, he was actually the co-star of the movie. The co-star of the movie wrote the dialogue of this movie, and how can you not tell?
Now, here's the thing about this movie too. He mortgaged the school, spent all his savings. He borrowed from friends because that's what he did. He pulled the Kevin Smith thing. Took out loans and all that.
A lot of people do, and a lot of people do.
Now the film, $1 million it cost, and he almost. Allegedly, because he did an interview when they re-put this movie out, he almost went broke. He didn't quite go all the way broke, but he was struggling for a bit. He distributed the movie. They made it. He distributed film. They distributed it for $100,000, which is that's not even the money that he spent making the movie. So when they distributed the movie, it only opened in 8 theaters. It was all 8 theaters in Orlando.
Pretty much where the movie was filmed.
Wait a minute, the movie was filmed in Orlando, but the name of the movie is Miami Connection. Shut up.
Yeah. Now, it also opened in Germany, but again, at the end of the day, whatever.
Come on, man. You see this movie.
As with anything, these kind of movies, you probably see these things pop up at yard sales and such, because, hey, look, we've all been to yard sales. You see old VHS tapes of movies that you never seen, even working in a mom and pop shop at the time that I was. You see VHS of movies that you've never even fucking heard of and stuff. So it wasn't unheard of that years later, it was around 2008, he got contacted by Alamo Drafthouse. Now, Alamo Drafthouse, they tend to get old movies and re-show them to audience and stuff and kind of reinvigorate interest in movies and such.
Yeah, because some of the movies that they do get, like you said, not only invigorate you fall on a classic bad movie. Like, holy crap, this is everything that people want when in a crappy movie. In the case of YK Kim, when they contacted him, he thought it was a joke. Like y'all pulling like a cruel joke on me. Y'all trying to say my shit is crappy. It's like, yeah, it is crappy. It's gonna make money, bro.
It's gonna make money today. Like, bro, have you heard of the synthwave movement?
dude. Not only this, like, that's it's a weird subculture that DJ Sue put me into.
Hey, I've been putting everybody into it, man.
Hey, man, no,
where all the music is yeah, kind of like that.
Like this way. Put it this way. Teen Titans Go did a very good rendition of it. Imagine if it's like the type of music, if you were running running in the middle of the desert, you look to the side of you and there's like a mechanical leopard beside you, running beside you. Then all of a sudden it becomes nighttime and all of a sudden you look like a Silverhawk. It's sort of like that type of music.
So
like what it is is like, it's like, look, if Miami Connection was remade today, I would say, given the proper writer, you could have this be like a spiritual successor to Kung Fury.
I mean, yes, Kung Fury in its own way was made to make fun of movies like this in a way. You know what I mean? It was made to have like a wonky plot that doesn't make any sense.
But you didn't care.
The Kung Fu is ridiculous. You know, like, stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's meant to be that way.
It ties into like how I am with movies and such. You know, you're going to have your good movies. You're going to have your bad movies. You're going to have your, as I say, passable movies, which, you know, they do some bad and good things and they just negate each other to where it's just a passable movie. And then you had the category of it's so bad it's good because it's entertaining and stuff. I mean, you know, so with Miami Connection, when it got re-released and stuff, you know, and everybody embraced it, you know, the film is sitting at a 71% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that.
That shocked the shit out of me. I was like, oh, okay, shit. All right.
Now, despite that being kind of bullcrap, but at the same time, it's amazing that you have so not only so bad it's good, but we've gotten to the point in movies now, at least in my opinion, where there's two things you want to be. There's one thing you don't want to be, and that's forgettable. If you're a forgettable movie, that sucks, because that means pretty much nobody wants to watch your movie. You know what I mean?
Hey, let me tell you something.
If nothing happens, nobody's gonna watch that thing.
Let me tell you something. It's amazing that Far Cry Blood Dragon used the actual song from this movie in that game.
For real?
Yeah,
Friends. He did. Because I heard when I heard that song, like when I watched the movie, I said, I know this song from somewhere, and I just realized that it came from Far Cry. Far Cry took that song from this movie.
Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, which is like the most 80s. Like, look, real talk. Like real talk. Even if you. And it's a good thing. It's a standalone thing. You don't even have to play Far Cry 3 to play it. Blood Dragon is like everything 80s and stuff with the freaking synth, the fucking. It's all 80s. The cybernetic super soldiers, Michael Biehn being in it, which is like the most 80s thing you can possibly fucking do in this
Seriously.
You know what? It's I love that crap, man. You know, it's kind of it's because of the synth music that really does it for me, because of that, because of, you know, DJ Sue get me into synth music. The one game I still haven't played all the way was actually another Miami game, which is Hotline Miami.
Yes,
that game is
you need to play that. But you need to play Hotline Miami.
No. Here's the thing. Fuck all that. That soundtrack.
Yes, both of them. Both.
That soundtrack, son. Yes, I love it. That's how the 80s can survive.
Now, this movie is ridiculous. No, there's one of my favorite cuss words that I would like to say that I actually don't say a lot. This movie is goddamn ridiculous. And again, this movie's very short, which I think is good. It works.
If you cut out all the dead scenes, it will only be about 60 minutes.
Was there dead scenes? There was one particular scene, and I'm really sorry to jump ahead, but there was one scene that I really think that the B-roll went on, and somebody forgot to yell "cut."
Nigga, that was half this movie.
No. I'm talking about the biker scene in the bar.
Oh man!
I think somebody forgot to record the audio because like we had it. No, because there was dialogue that went on for about a good 30 seconds, and then it just stopped. All I heard was like background B-roll noise, but I'm seeing a conversation between the characters. I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? Why am I not hearing anything?
Now,
I'm like, yo,
your
this is
movie.
making-
Now, this movie starts off with motorcycle riding ninjas breaking up a drug deal, stealing cocaine. Now,
It doesn't sound as exciting as it does. Trust
but
me.
when you watch it,
No, but when you watch it,
look. The beginning of the movie, you would think this is something out of an episode of Miami Vice, especially where it's at. Before the ninjas and motorcycles pop into the frame, it comes off like a very cheesy version of a Miami Vice episode. I'm just waiting for fucking Crockett and Tubbs to come out of nowhere.
Wait, in the beginning of the movie, I was ready to see executive producer David Wolf.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
finally got around the time to watch this movie. I sat down, I looked at the first scene again. Freaking motorcycle riding ninjas. I slowly reached for my bowl of Doritos and said, "This is gonna be good."
Oh yeah.
You know what I said? The first time I actually seen that, I was actually I was home alone by myself watching that movie, right? And the second I seen the ninjas on bikes, I took out a doobie and I said, you know what? This movie don't care. I don't care. We doing it.
Bear in mind, folks. Bear in mind, just like Black Dynamite, I think I told D about Miami Connection.
No. Actually, you didn't. I actually learned Miami Connection. Actually a year before Cinema Snob even did anything on it. I seen clips of it. And I saw, the only thing I actually really saw was the famous scene where YK Kim says his first line, and it just sounds terrible. It's like terrible broken English.
YK is not the best of actors. He really is.
Now, look. I know you're gonna say "duh" when I say this, but English is not his first language. Anyway,
Roger, hold on. Roger Hurlburt from the South Florida Sun Sentinel. For lack of a better synopsis, he went on to say that YK Kim, quote unquote, simply cannot talk.
Damn.
You know what? Black people, we would say racist. Asian people were like, well, duh. Nah, this ain't our language, nigga. What do you want it?
Now, here's the thing. And again, this movie was made in the 80s and stuff. This isn't like a Black Dynamite thing where it was made in 2016, but they went back in the 80s. No, this movie was made in the fucking 80s.
Yeah.
And like
it's an independent film.
And the thing of it is, I gotta give kudos to Draft House and them for really kind of, because I got it on Blu-ray. It looks nice on Blu-ray.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, this movie got released on Blu-ray, son.
Draft House takes care of the movies that they want to really put back out there. You know what I mean? They really do. And you know, that's thanks in part to like Mystery Science Theater, of them really spotlighting bad movies and all that. Like, they even kind of backed up a print of a couple of movies. They're slipping my mind right now, but there's a couple of movies that they backed up where it's like their Blu-ray quality. They remastered movies. It was like, why are you remastering a shitty movie? Because people are going to buy it and laugh at it forever.
Now, this drug deal that's going down, it goes down as you expected. Machine guns go off. Ninjas come in there, slicing people's heads open, and the blood is coming out. It's in just all 80s schlocky glory.
My man gets his arm chopped off, and the way he plays it is just he's just shaking his head.
Bruh, for every sword slice that goes through somebody, I applauded the overacting.
I mean, hey,
overselling of getting cut.
Hey, I shout outs to homeboy who oversold getting shot in the arrow.
Yo, that's actually a funny thing. I don't know about y'all, but every time somebody caught one of those swords, I just straight up died laughing. Every time somebody yells, I'm cracking up, man.
Hey, dog,
it was like listening to a Red Brown movie, man. No,
we even got ninjas using piano wire to choke you out.
Yo, I got one question though. I understand that we want to like single out the lead ninja and all that, but why is he wearing white against?
You see, D, white is supposed to show superiority. And
No,
he's-
no. Actually, you know what? Thank you for that, Hotep. Hotep, we can't call Chris. His Hotep name got to be something unnecessarily Muslim. Brother, not Brother Rashid.
brother, no, brother Josapha.
Josapha. What? Nigga, that's not even. Yes, actually, that's perfect in Hotep. That don't even mean nothing, bro.
Hey, yo, I swear to God, if Tariq Nasheed fucking takes that name, I'm gonna be pissed. Swear to you.
You're gonna be looking at look. You can just imagine right now. I hope I'm in front of Chris when it happened. He's reading Black Panther. He just cried. why you mad, Chris? Nah, man. Why you mad, Chris? What's wrong, bruh?
It's like fucking Ta-Nehisi Coates use fucking Joe Staff. God damn it.
This nigga used my name, man. He used my name. Here's me, Chris. I don't think he know you. That nigga know me.
He listens to the show. I know he does.
I know he listens to the show, D. Look, why would we be doing this thing? Look, 3 Black Geeks break down because Chris can't get off that fact. And then when we finally meet him, he like, did you take my idea? Actually, you know what, Chris? I did take your idea. You motherfucker. Imagine Chris got like a mountain beard. He's trying to beat the crap out of homeboy.
I would show up at fucking San Diego Comic-Con. I see Ta-Nehisi Coates punch him in the face.
Joe, you look, and then you show up 3 years. Look, and then he shows up 3 years later like Debo. Like, yeah, nigga, this is the rematch.
And just to let you guys know, I watched this movie twice.
Wow. See, I've only seen it twice. The initial time that I saw it, and then one time for this review.
Oh no. No. Guys, see, what I did is I pulled the Drake. I watched it back to back twice.
Back to back.
Now, the first time I watched it, I said, okay, I'm just going to watch this thing all the way through. The second time I watched it, I said, okay, we're going to do something. I need to do a little experiment with this.
Yeah, they got to experiment. I always like it when you go to the second time watching a movie like this. It's like, nah, this time I'm doing something different.
So the second time around, I said, here's what I'm about to do. Drawing some inspiration from from one of my favorite YouTube channels, Nero77. I waited for key points, and there's a lot of them. Key points in this movie where I said, okay, and go. I mute the movie, and I set a playlist of songs from 80s Stallone, Action Jackson, Anorak, Arcade High, Cobra Copter, College, Dance with the Dead, DigiKid 84, Electric Youth. Everybody from the synthwave scene made it into this movie's soundtrack.
Wow.
I like the fact that he literally muted the movie. You know what, dude? You pulled a D in 1997. I think I did that to Spawn. I think I did that to Spawn or something. One of these movies, I did the same thing. So yeah, that was a good one, man.
Now,
So D, right with the opening scene, like the gunfight at the docks with the with the ninjas and the drug deal going wrong. Here's me, produced by 80 Stallone.
You know, the ninjas gather around, with the at their dojo and stuff, and they unmask each other, and we find out afterwards, we cut to the theme song of it, and the ninja bikers on the bikes. Bikers by day, ninjas by night.
Ooh.
Now,
What?
now they're playing the theme song, and the theme song, as they're playing it, we're getting intercuts of the ninjas as they're driving on bikes. And we also cut to one of the ninjas pulling the bullshit from Bloodsport, where you remember when JCVD broke the brick swoop that was on fire?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the head ninja in white does the same thing in the most glorious of cheesiness.
Now, I know what you're saying, purist out there. Hey, D, is the actor that's a ninja, is he Japanese?
Isn't he of Korean descent?
Oh, God, you know he is, man. Come on, man. You see who the star of this movie is.
Korean ninjas.
Korean ninjas. Now, I know that sounds like it's kind of exotic and all that. Nah, that's like getting light-skinned dudes in the...
I don't know. I mean, is it about as exotic as Korean Jesus?
Korean Jesus. I don't know, man. Korean Jesus look like Korean Jesus though.
Yo, dog, me and Sue died at that line on fucking 21 Jump Street. Hey, stop fucking with Korean Jesus. Got time.
And when they showed the actual picture of Korean Jesus, I was done.
It's like, you got time for your problems? He busy dealing with Korean shit.
Korean shit. I just like the way it is Ice Cube. Only Ice Cube. I. It ain't hey. It's I. Quit fucking.
No. He did the black thing where he has to hit somewhere. Your parents have to hit something like, hey.
Fucking around with Korean Jesus.
So the ninjas, they get to the party, they get to the said club, and they're talking about.
And we're in Orlando now. We were once in Miami. Now we're in Orlando. Also,
D,
we don't go back.
Wait, D, stop right there. They weren't in Miami. They was at the border of friggin' Fort Lauderdale. Slow down.
Dude, check it out. They were nowhere close to Dade County in this whole movie. Okay.
Also, sir, they weren't just in Florida. They were in Central Florida.
Yes,
Central Orlando to be exact.
Dude,
for that one scene, they went over to Tampa.
Nigga, they went. Nah, they was in Kissimmee the whole time, and we didn't even know. Like, nigga, we ain't even went to Orlando. But anyway, I just love the fact that it said Orlando, Florida. Here's me. Snap. So they in Orlando right now. I wonder when they go back to Miami. They don't go back to Miami.
So
they never went back. They never even went there.
So the bikers get to the club and they're talking about, man, we gotta really move this cocaine that we stole and all that and stuff.
I like how loud they are about their cocaine move. You know what I mean?
I like how loose the slinging of coke was throughout this movie.
So
I got a question, just a real good question. So you mean to tell me in all of all of Florida in the 80s, it wasn't Freeway Rick Ross that had Florida on lock. No. It was the ninjas.
All I'm saying is, you know what was missing from the new Rick Ross album?
I got that Miami Coke, but it's Orlando or something.
Nah. He failed. Well, that, and also he has to mention the cocaine slinging ninjas he had to deal with to move the said cocaine.
Cocaine slinging ninjas. God.
And you know what?
Actually, real talk. Get Justice League to do the beat, man. It would be awesome. I'm dead serious on that one.
I'm surprised.
Can I mention? Can I ask this one question? So, what part of Georgia was that where they showed them riding when they showed the ninjas riding on the bikes and shit through like going down the road?
First off, you said Georgia as though there is a part of Georgia that wouldn't have been racist against these bikers.
I don't know, man. They are in Florida.
I'm just saying I'm talking about for the B-roll. Like for that B-roll of them riding on the motorcycles, going down the road and shit. I'm like, none of this looks like Florida to me.
First off, if that B-roll, they were in DC on that shit. Let's just keep it real.
I'm about to say,
why would they be? No.
Hold on. You said DC? Nah, nigga. They took that. Nah, son. Nah, that was lifted footage from another movie that was actually shot in Indiana. I don't know what y'all talking
actually,
about.
back up.
Wait. So they pulled a Godfrey Ho on us?
Yes, they did.
So we get to the club and we see the band. Oh, now basically during the beginning of this whole sequence and stuff, the band is warming up and stuff, and and we found out the band's name is Dragon Sound.
That is a badass sounding name. I know what you're thinking. That sounds cool. That's where it stops.
Well, not as badass as Hall & Oates dude being lead singer.
Son.
To agree with D on this one, we were talking offline about this. I had to double take for a second to see if he was actually in this film.
Who was it? Cinema Stop said we always wanted to know what happens to Hall from Hall & Oates if he was he had his own band, and he's surprisingly wholesome because of the song they sing. And
when I'm weak, you make me strong. I know I can depend on you.
Friends forever.
Friends for eternity, loyalty, honesty, we stick together through thick or thin. Now I need y'all to understand something.
And then meanwhile, here's
best
meanwhile, here's me. Produced by Miami Nights, 1984.
Oh! By the way, one of the bikers, he looks strikingly like a homeboy from Die Hard, like Hans, Bubby. I can
See, you was gonna go. You was gonna go there. You went there, CJ. You went there with you went there with that guy. I looked at it and said, "Yo, did somebody contact did somebody contact Eric Jacobs and had him go back in time to the 80s to do this movie?"
I know, right?
Dude, I'm mad that everybody had a Barry Gibb beard in this thing, man.
D, let's be real about this again. It's the 80s. It was a weird time.
It's the late 80s at that.
Late 80s. A weird time.
Bruh.
I mean, look.
He's like, here's the sick part about that. He's like, how old are all those guys? 26 years old? Really?
The band, they're 5 friends that go to the local community college. The local University of Central Florida.
Let's go Knights! Conference USA, bitches.
The band is all wearing Taekwondo gi because, yes, they all train in Taekwondo and live together.
Also, shout outs to YK Kim for doing the very worst impression I have ever seen anybody of playing a guitar. My 5-year-old can make you believe he's playing guitar better than YK Kim.
YK Kim looks like that dude that, you know how you go to King's Dominion and you do the whole video thing where you're playing like, oh man, I'm gonna sit there and lip sing this song like I'm Will Smith.
Oh man, yeah.
That's what YK Kim was doing. Like, he's doing his best impersonation of what he was doing inside there. It's like, oh, God bless your soul. God bless you, man.
He was jamming though, man. He was jamming though. And my whole thing is this. Somebody wrote and he said, when we do this, can you make sure I'm playing in the band too? Oh yeah, we could do that. We're all a part of the band. Now, this band has an ulterior motive. That ulterior motive is to stop the Ninja Gang from slinging crack all over Orlando. Now, if you can get through that without laughing, then you can watch the rest of this movie.
I definitely agree with you on that.
How can you not say that without chuckling a little bit? Like, I'm sorry, what? They stop what? They do what?
No, never mind stopping them. I just want to know, how does that even look? Ninjas dealing cocaine. Like, can you just imagine ninjas out on the streets of Central Florida slinging coke?
Man, imagine you down there in Opalaka, right? All of a sudden, you just walking down the hood, right? All of a sudden, hey, who the fuck's talking? Hey, me, nigga, look in the tree. Niggas, that is the tree. Hey, man. Hey, nigga,
don't worry about that.
Look, it's like, don't even worry about that, cuz. 2 for $5 purple top, son. Like, I'm sorry, what? 2 for $5 purple top. You trying to get this?
Like, nigga, I don't even know if I'm actually high right now. A ninja's trying to sell me coke.
Yo, and imagine that if you're the cokehead that's going to your family members the next day. I am not lying to you. This nigga slinging coke in the tree, nigga. Shut up. Hey, Derek. Shut up, Derek. Nah, man, I'm serious. Man, you gotta stop smoking that shit, man. And then he goes to rehab. So, So I guess the ninjas were doing their job.
Like, so with that, I wonder, did you like the whiplash that you get from the character? Well, not the main bad guy, but the second bad guy, the associate Jeff.
That was the thing about this movie I hated.
He immediately looks and sees his sister on stage, and he took one look at the bassist, John, and he's like, "Huh, my sister is romantically involved with the bassist of this band."
Tropey McTrope.
He went straight up. He went straight up Tyron Turner on us like that. I don't like that shit, dog. I don't like that. She likes a guy. Ugh, she gay. That's the way he looked.
Hey, dog, I have to. Okay, you know what? Here's the kicker about this movie. Now, YK Kim, he made it for $1 million, right? So
Yeah.
the people that he used for the biker gang, right? He paid them in beer.
You know what?
Hey, I worked on a lot of independent films. Yeah.
I mean, did they pay you in food?
Yeah. I've actually been a recipient of that.
I mean, sometimes that's a good bartering technique. It's like, oh shit, I'm
It
getting
is.
fed. All right, cool.
I'm like, look, I'm getting like it works out like this for me. I'm like, hey man, just give me my train ticket, like give me my round trip ticket, from having to travel all the way down here. Give me food, I'm all right.
Hey man, that's how it works, especially when they're independent films, man. So good for him. And it don't take much for white people in the South to need a reason to drink. Wait a minute, so you want us to be in this here movie with these ninjas? Now what you going to pay me with, boy? Beer. Hell yeah, then let's do it.
Yo, real talk though.
Exactly how that went.
Yo, real talk though, right? I like how the gang just rolls up to the school, and there's no school security there, and homeboy.
None. Zero. None.
It was zero security. It made right there. I thought of that clip from I thought of that clip from from Family Guy when Brian walked through the school with the gym bag, and it was like, huh. This is what? This would have been really easy to walk into school with a gun.
I know it's one of those thoughts you don't try to have, but it's like, some real shit.
I like how YK Kim, his boy get punched. They all run up there and say, help him out.
I like it. No, you missing it though. I like it because his sister like, hey, what you doing? He like, what you doing? Like, I'm up here with my friend. A friend?
And he punches him.
It punches him.
Straight slug though.
I mean, he hit my man with a straight, and then all of a sudden, here comes YK Kim saving the day. Now, mind you, YK Kim, real talk, and I'm not even being racist about it. This nigga is 4 foot nothing. He is the smallest thing in the whole movie.
And he's trying to get whooping ass.
Hey, look, man.
He shows up, right? He said, like, I don't want no trouble at all. I'm like, wow.
Look,
that is hard English.
He did I don't want no trouble before Jackie Chan did I don't want no trouble.
I want to take every line of dialogue taken from YK Kim and I want to print that shit on a t-shirt.
You ain't lying, man. I thought we were all no, I get to that line later. But yeah.
So we cut to the scene where like the biker gang, complete with brother man in the back with the perfect afro. I gotta say, man, that shit was dope.
That was who was that? That was Jimmy J. You know what? Everybody had a J name in this movie.
Yeah, there was a.
Speaking of which, guys,
yeah, John. Hold on, yeah, John, Jeff, Jane, Jack, Jim, and Tom.
And I do like the fact that YK Kim's name was Mark. Yes. I said that with a straight face. His name was Mark. You know what? I understand that. You couldn't call him like, you can't do what you do in a Jack Chan movie, like, call him Jackie as a cop-out. I get that, but still.
I laugh too. Okay, so we cut to the scene and we see both guys going at it. Apparently one of the guys got fired because of Dragon Sound. And they just go back and forth.
And I love that scene because he says bullshit like 5 times for unnecessary. Like, you can't tell me about this bullshit music. You gonna tell me about the bullshit? That's bullshit. And he says bullshit one more time and looks dead at the other actor like, dude, you're lying. You're supposed to come in already.
The best line though was, it's the most.
No. And then the other guy says this, you ain't even know what real music is. I'm like, are you serious?
Oh.
No, for real, movie. Are you really serious about this music? Are you dead serious that we're supposed to take Dragon Sound? You know what? I already said earlier. It's a smut to me.
Here's the funny part. Here's the line that's close to what you said. Hey, look, fat man, you don't know what music's all about. And then the dude proceeds to take off his jacket like they're gonna fight. Like, come at me, bro.
I thought they were. Nothing happened.
No. Did you guys see that?
That's it, buddy. Your history.
Like, your history. A fight breaks out, and then we get like random outsiders to come in, and they get in the fight, and dude actually defends himself. I'm like, whoa, club owner actually knows how to fight.
Here's a real question for you, and D will get a laugh out of this. Who had better fighting, Miami Connection or Iron Fist?
Man, if you don't get the fuck out of my face. Don't you give me that. You know what? It's funny. It's like come on, D. Because I know there's one dude who's probably listening to me that listens to me way too hard. Come on, nigga. You like DC Comics. Go ahead. Be a hater, D. Be a hater. And guess what? I am going to be a hater. Real talk. there was more crap happening in Miami Connection than there was in Iron
And I've
Fist.
seen Iron Fist. Listen to the review. Listen to the review. It's like, look, how is it that these people...
That y'all got the concept right.
Y'all got the concept of fighting right in a fucking TV show with Marvel backing.
Yo, that was millions of dollars back in that other project. You guys barely had enough money to pay people in beer, and yet...
I got more entertainment out of this dude fighting inside of a bar than fucking Finn Jones fighting.
I mean, you know...
It's so true.
Oh
it
my
is
God.
absolutely true.
I mean, seriously, like, yo. I mean, look. I bought him flipping Homeboy. I bought him giving the dude the finger before he punches him in the face. I'll take that.
Oh my gosh. There was more fight scenes that popped off within a time period than Iron Fist. That is appalling a little bit when I think about it now.
I really am appalled. I'm like, yo, that club scene, just for 5 minutes, I was like, there was no cuts. I mean, look, quality of him flipping the dude over a side, it's like, that was actually decently entertaining.
You know, the only thing you come back on to me with is this. Okay, D, did the fight make sense? Was it like a unnecessary? Was it another unnecessary fight that the movie had or something? Here's me. Yeah, it actually was. But the point is this.
The point is, it was there. It was fun.
The point is, you asked me which was better, this or Iron Fist, and I answered the question. Now deal with it.
Hey, here's another thing about this movie: transitioning. How do you transition from what looked like the fucking... It looked like the UN headquarters in Miami, and you transition to the woods of the ninja headquarters.
Hey, dude,
they operate in the
transitioning. Yes, it is ridiculous. Yo, it is whiplash every time they go to another scene like that too. It's like, yo, how are we out in the woods? Better yet, why are you still wearing white? Do any of those guys go home?
Yo, it seriously stepped off the set of American Ninja.
It really does look like that. Like Golden Globus actually did them a favor. Like, look, we're just gonna keep half the cast down.
Serious question: how come Homeboy didn't go to Golden Globus for this movie?
That is a very good question.
That's actually a good question. That's actually an intelligent question.
I'm pretty sure Golden Globus would have picked up this movie and been like, you know what? Fuck it.
Oh my goodness.
It's like, hey, we'll put Michael Dudikoff in there. We'll keep your friends in there, and we'll just get a good.
You know what it was?
I still don't see why he couldn't. I still don't see why he couldn't have reached out to like the Godfrey Ho, because this was right around the time when Pierre Kirby disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, man, Godfrey Ho would have been perfect for this, but then again, Godfrey Ho was probably like chasing back some heroin dealers, like in real life he owed money to. So, what? Godfrey Ho came up to you like an ethical director, really? Anyway,
hey. I got kudos to this though. You know, after they had a little meeting at the Ninja Dojo and stuff, we cut to the team at an actual restaurant actually eating food. I have to believe this was a scene that was B-roll footage, and it's like, fucking just keep it in the movie, because they're actually eating food, not fake eating, actually eating the food.
No. See, we got to see
kept it in.
We got to see them. There's a lot of Korean themes in here that they keep in the movie. It's like a black person making a movie about black people, and they want to make it as black as possible. In this case, it's kind of it's almost in the Korean sense, because number one, Taekwondo. Number two, the main villain is a Korean. The main star is Korean. And what restaurant were they eating at?
Actually, I gotta stop there, because the main villain is actually Japanese.
Oh, really? Oh, so they're not Korean ninjas. Hey, look, I can't count. See,
some of the members are Korean.
Yeah, some of the members are, but the main villain himself.
They don't count. At least the main villain is Japanese. You know what I mean? Because
that scene that you were talking about, the whiplash where where we go from the Central Florida's UN to the bad guys hideout. You hear him speaking Japanese.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about that amongst all the other badass music I'm getting right now. You know,
speaking of music,
yes, against the. And here we go with that hot track.
Taekwondo is our way of life.
against the ninja, produced by Future Cop.
What I do.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
like,
and,
yo,
and,
man.
and another sold out club, so the owner's happy.
Nigga. I got one question. You know, real talk, man. White Snake was in there a week before and didn't sell out the place. Something ain't right.
Dragon Sound is selling out.
Dragon Sound,
instead of Hall being on the mic, we get I guess who's the white version?
Freddie Mercury. We got Freddie Mercury's son, Jacob.
No. The chick that's singing. I want to say. I'm trying to think. Who was the
Pat Benatar. Pat Benatar.
Yeah, fake me out, Pat Benatar.
Oh God, I always wondered what happened to the girls.
Complete with Hall coming up there trying to do his best Back to the Future fucking guitar riff.
Bruh. And did you also like how we got young Clifton Powell in the background dancing?
Fun of a lot of black people when we use our white people voices, but he may be the whitest sounding black guy I have ever heard in my life.
But did you like the lore of this black guy? He is the lore behind him. I'm sorry, D, but the lore behind him is that he is half black, half Korean.
He just
searching for his father.
Bruh, he just passed away, and I can mention him. Charlie Murphy, this is for you. Darkness. I'm sorry. That brother looks like if he took real talk, man. That nigga is so dark. If he put his hand in tar, you can see where it's been at. Do you mean you can see where come on, bro. You mean to tell me a nigga that dark had a Korean mama? She had a Korean mom. For real? How dark was your mom, cuz? And was she Korean? I like the fact that he had a full-on story that even though he didn't know his father, he still loved his father. And on top of that, his father just up and left him and his mom.
Oh my god, he
left the war. So that means like, wait. If you knew that, then like if you wait a minute, what? None of this makes any sense.
How about the fact that he was crying? And I'm sorry, he was acting this scene.
I like how you said it. My father, like my mom, she was Korean. No, she wasn't, nigga.
It's like, knock it off.
Like, stop it.
Hey, Tim, quit lying to us, nigga.
No, we have to do the Jesse Williams meme. Sit down.
Sit down. This nigga said, if my father was black, he said black American. I'm like, I'm sorry, black American. It didn't hit me. Oh yeah, I forgot. The white guy who's the co-star of the movie wrote this. I forgot about that.
This movie does the shittiest of transition. It jump cuts to the next scene of them waiting for them outside the club to come out.
Again, that flipping whiplash, man.
So they're following the team, they're following the crew, and the crew, the band Dragon Sound, they're turning into the street, and they get blocked, and we have a good, I'm going to say 1 minute of them sitting in the car bewildered, and them cutting to YK Kim's face bewildered at them being cornered in the front and in the back, and the gang basically says, hey, let's fight, and as Dee pointed out earlier, YK Kim with the I don't want any trouble, and it's clear.
I love how they do it. I love how they do it because the whole time, like you said, they're just sitting there getting yelled at. Pretty much all you hear is robber. That's all you hear.
Actually, how did you like a lead singer from AC/DC telling them to get out of this goddamn town?
Joe, how much they pay that dude to talk? I just want to know.
I'm sure they paid him in chicken nuggets from McDonald's.
Oh, did you like how John broke character when he got the beer poured on his head and he started laughing?
Yes, thank you. That was awesome. Here's me. Hey, dude, I would have effed him up. Not because he's pouring beer on me, but that's Coors Light. F you, dude.
Hey.
He intentionally ducked his head down just so he could get doused in beer.
Exactly. I'm like, yo, like, do they know they're effing up?
Now,
I don't think they know they're, and that's always the fun with these movies. Like, they don't know they're effing up. They don't know how bad this looks.
here's the kicker, right? So they start fighting. Now, what had me rolling, at one point, they're all running away while they're fighting and stuff. And YK Kim clearly has a dude right there on his back, and he pulls the whole, I'm going to duck the corner and surprise him with a kick. And I'm like, the dude's like right there.
Son, how did that work? How did that work?
How did that work? Oh, and how'd you like that jump cut with YK Kim where he goes from being behind the corner to right as he kicks the dude, all of a sudden he's in the middle of the street.
Hey, gotta admit though, gotta admit though, shitty as the fights were, they were still entertaining fights.
I mean, I'm sorry, I can only take but so much whiplash.
I can only take but so much slow motion. It's like we have to show off YK Kim's taekwondo awesome skills. Slow down him split kicking the guy.
The slow motion he did in half this movie was so unnecessary. Like, we had to slow mo him doing a white belt punch, man. Are you serious? Gotta make it badass, D.
Hey, here's how bad.
I like how YK Kim had to grab a dude by the neck just so he could leap up and headbutt him.
Well, duh. You see how short that dude is.
I know, but the fact that he was able to do that, I'm like, dude, this guy is shorter than you. You let him get enough time to leap up and headbutt you. You deserved every second of that ass whooping.
Hey, did you love that awesome Michelob sign inside the apartment?
Yeah.
When you want to spend $2 more on your beer.
Exactly. It's like, do I get Budweiser or Michelob?
You know what, man?
And I got a question for the Israeli dude. Like, yo, bruh, when you gonna give Bobby Brown his tracksuit from the In Living Color cameo?
Nigga.
Not Living Color, sorry, Different World cameo.
Nigga. That whole thing looked like it was missing a star logo, man.
Yo, yeah, real talk. And we need to screen it, D. I hope you screen cap it, right? Your boy's picture of his father looked like he had the most confused face ever. Like, why am I in this movie?
Yo, they took that picture the day he was on set, man.
That picture he looked so bewildered. Like, why am I here?
Yo, man. To me, it's like, dude, did you know him, man? Did y'all know that dude, man?
What if that's his actual dad, and his dad is pissed off that his son is on this movie not getting paid?
All right, son, I got a question. Son, son, am I going to be in this movie long? No, you're not, Dad. It's going to be awesome. So, wait a minute, let me get this straight. You're half Korean in this movie? Dad, don't ask questions, all right? This is my big break. Miami Connection is going to make me a superstar.
All right. There's a job for you at the desk when you get home. Just saying.
When you get home, there's a job for you at the desk, son. We've been keeping up this. Look, we've been keeping the plant moving for 50 years, man. Come on, son. Quit being a bitch. like the movie career is not going to work for you, son.
Then when the movie comes out and he finds out that the movie tanked, it's like, gotta swallow his pride and go back home.
The lady's like this. Like Dad's sitting there. So, what happened to your friends to eternity? You know, the loyalty and honesty. Like, shut up, Dad. Stick together through thick and thin. I bet you ain't get paid either, did you, nigga?
Now, again, Whiplash jump cut to the next day. They're riding, they're cruising the beach, checking out the ladies, you know. And
did we have to hear the song again? Because we have to.
They're all in the same vehicle, flexing for the ladies, and
I'm sorry. That right there was another song cue, by the way. I was like, song cue, Streets of Fire, produced by Miami Nights.
Hall is literally dancing in the car at the same time.
Look, DJ Slick, I really thought you were going to say, oh, that's another one. Instead of you saying a Sifway person, you say Tina Marie Square Biz. That's the wrong song. Here's DJ Slick. That's the wrong song, but I'm going to keep on playing it.
Wasn't the song I was intentionally going for, but it was either that, like honestly, it was either that or Laser Hawk.
It's like this. like this, and you're like, yeah, I deal with it. And all of a sudden, that part come on. God is messing with the
You know what this movie really needed, though? A random.
Jane. No. Actually, what you say? You know what this movie needed? Easy. Coke.
Well, no. See, here's the thing, D. That again implies that they didn't do coke when they were writing this fucking movie.
That also reminds me, guys. That also reminds me. We kind of forgot about the coke in this movie after a while, didn't we?
Yeah, they just stuck with ninjas on bikes and them fighting. It's just that coke deal just got put on the back burner in this film, apparently.
Apparently, cocaine is not the important thing in a movie called Miami Connection.
I said what was missing here. This movie screams like it's missing a special guest appearance of Mr. T.
I don't see why not.
I'm actually more shocked there wasn't jury everywhere in this movie.
I mean, this looks like it's perfect for Mr. T to pop up in there and be like, "Take care of your mother, fools," and then he just waves to the camera and leaves.
Like, got all these niggas jumping around, stabbing people in the eyes, shit.
While they were having fun on the beach, one of them decided to kiss the main chick. She pushed him into a pile of girls. Did you like the replayed footage of him getting pulled off of him twice?
Dude, yeah. You know what I enjoyed the most? Hearing the girls say "get out of here" 85 damn times. I enjoyed every second of that. Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know what else is also...
Get out of here, yeah, get out of here, okay, yeah, get out of here. We heard you.
I'm sorry, did you just throw a Nike shoe at him? Like, really? All he did was fall on you.
And plus, I'm gonna be real honest with all you chicks. All of you are not Miami material, okay?
Not even remotely close.
And I know this is the 80s. Y'all, even by 80s standards, y'all are not good Miami material.
Now, we talk about the cocaine got put to the back burner, so here's the deal. Homeboy got fired from the club. He strikes a deal with the ninja bikers. Get rid of the Taekwondo people, and Homeboy will give him any money that the club makes. Where's the coke? What happened to the coke? Where happened to the coke?
Says too, but you better watch out. They all know Taekwondo, and they're pretty bad. Here's me. What? I'm sorry, dawg. Y'all just a crappy biker gang. I'm sorry. It ain't that deep.
I mean, and it's to the point that they're doing katas out in the freaking courtyard of the college.
That was
complete
hilarious.
With literally a minute of Kim doing the katas and stuff with Taekwondo on the back of his, gi, because
and I love the fact that there was one part where he stuck his hand in dude's mouth. There was, I was like, what was the point of that? And there was another part where he picked up Homeboy with his feet. It's like, yeah, YK Kim's a badass. Here's me. YK Kim is shorter than everybody in this movie. Nobody cares.
We need a nice little interlude track. Quick, throw on that Mitch Murder.
All I'm saying is, it still doesn't beat out our boy Fire 2 Naked Katas. That's all I'm saying.
No. Naked Katas.
Nothing is ever gonna beat that.
Naked Katas is that's the shit, man.
Now, apparently, this biker gang goes to the same Korean restaurant that the band went earlier in the movie, and of course, they're causing shenanigans and trouble. And I was questioning one of the characters who got up from the table, and for a second, I thought he just had on underwear, and turns out he has the John Stockton booty shorts on. And I was like, all right, I'm relieved. I'm very much relieved now. I was like, hold the phone here. What's going on here?
You called that too, CJ.
I was like, hold up. This dude is not wearing tie. I was like, okay, he got the John Stockton booty shorts on. All right.
Now, before we get to the to the shorts, did you like how during the kata, the guys decided, hey, why don't we go on a world tour? We all go to each other's countries and revisit our roots.
All I'm saying
is, wait a minute, I thought you. I had to stop for a second and say, wait a minute, I thought you guys were all orphans.
No, not orphans.
Isn't that what JK? Isn't that what YK Kim just said? You have a father? I thought We were all orphans.
Orphans? Not the orphans.
Not the orphans.
I like the way he said it. We are all orphans. I'm like, okay, let's do that again. Hey, YK, can we do that again? No? Okay, cool.
It's your money.
It's your money, man. You backing this shit, man. You the one backing this, young man. You know, this is on you, dog.
But hey, don't you love the trope of the owner of a restaurant that knows how to fight? Because he kicks the shit out of dudes that clearly were gonna leave without paying.
And he does it. It's like, yo, he beast moded those guys. He does the Mr. Miyagi thing where he's like, see, Taekwondo is more than just the fighting. It's about body and mind. Here's me. You didn't use your mind. You just kicked their asses. What are you talking about?
Clearly, you're more well trained than the others. I'm just saying. So yeah.
Mark, he it made no sense to me, man. Like whatever.
Now, meanwhile, back at Global Gym, homeboy's, girl is all like, his sister was all like, hey, I don't know why you don't just leave them alone. They're not anything. He's like, no, I'm taking care of it. I don't like them around you.
Because they're a bad influence. Have you heard they're banned? They suck.
Yeah, I'm laughing at how his sister finally says, I'm older. I'm an adult. You don't tell me what to do.
And I like how it's like, why is this even a thing? That's all I say.
And then her brother pulls the Vin Diesel shit. We're family. I'm dead serious, people. He literally pulls the family card.
Like, oh man, that's like that means more because we're family. I want some beefcake though. Like I like how she's like, well, like I understand that you want good for, like I understand that he wants the best for me, but I don't like what he does. What your brother does? He's a drug dealer. Why are you listening to him?
Clearly makes poor decisions here.
Clearly, he follows a ninja. Do you need to know anything else about his life?
I'm just saying, there's poor choices here. Clearly, he is clearly the element of people that he has with him. They're clearly not paying. If he's a drug dealer, what's up with his clothes? That's all I'm saying.
Hey man, look, man, he's a biker, man, so it's a little bit different. Anyway,
thrifty biker. That's all I'm saying.
Thrifty biker.
Come on, D. Come on, D. You can't believe you tell me he's making money. Come on, you watch Sons of Anarchy,
now,
D.
Now we do get an awesome scene where YK Kim and them, they're fighting the biking, and it looks like the brother, they're at the train yard, by the way, fighting. And yeah, again, entertaining enough fight, but again, a lot of the bumps.
Oh yeah, it's dumb.
It's dumb. A lot of the bumps they take, like one dude clearly missed freaking part of the train that he was supposed to hit, but he fakes as though he hits it. I'm like, oh. Clearly,
I'm mad that they didn't do. I'm mad they didn't do enough of the what you call a train yard fight shenanigans, though. You know what I mean? They didn't do enough of that.
Well, I mean, look, YK Kim is not Jackie Chan, so he's not going to be efficient in using the train yard to its full potential.
Oh, I did that wrong. Oh, I'm sorry, I did that wrong. You said YK Kim is not Jackie Chan, and that's what I go like, what?
What? No.
No. He's Asian. He can do it too.
Hey, no, but I gotta wonder though. YK Kim's character, he always has them fighting gloves ready to go.
I mean, he's ready, man. At least he has his lion face right too, man. His little at least he got that face right.
Did you like how he was? Did you like how YK Kim was rocking the Rumble in the Bronx look before Rumble in the Bronx?
Hey man, look, we talk about Jackie being the innovator, and we're looking at one here, YK Kim.
Look, if we ever meet Jackie, I'm just gonna ask him. Got one question for you, sir. Have you watched Miami Connection?
No, like you know who YK Kim is? This interview is over.
This interview is over.
No. He says it in Mandarin, and you're like, "What's going on? Why is Jackie leaving?" And his translator's like, "Jackie is just feeling a bit under the weather. I just asked him about Miami Connection. Now he's under the what's going on here?"
Nah, it was like this. That's where we come to this conclusion. All right, one of two things happen, y'all. Either A, he's sick of people being racist, or B, some shit went down.
Was YKQ supposed to be a Rumble in the Bronx and they went to Jackie Chan and shit just went down between the two of them?
What we found out is that YK Kim was part of Jackie Chan's stunt crew, and clearly the U.S. studios clearly took a shine to him, but Jackie fucking undercut him and was like, "No, I'll do it for less."
Clearly something went down, like he owed him royalties, and YK Kim, because he had a shitty lawyer at the time, couldn't get the money, but YK Kim kept pursuing court to get it. And Jackie's like, if I ever hear Miami Connection one more time.
YK Kim got the fucking court ordered fucking damn lawyer. That's
like, yo, what
your quality will vary with them. All right.
Now, can we mention the fact that the run behind the corner just to kick somebody in the sternum worked twice in this movie?
I was gonna say that. Didn't they do that little? That's something that kids do. My son does that mess. Dad, you can't hear me. You can't find me. Blah. I'm right behind the door. Like that's like for real, son.
High go seek shit. It's like, come on, dog.
I mean, bro, they ain't do none of that, man.
And then we get the dude. Then, of course, because it's a comedy martial arts movie.
Actually, see, you say it's comedy. You know damn well they were serious the whole time.
Oh, I know they were serious, but damn it, this part right there call for some comedy. You get the one dude that can't fight, and he ran away the whole time. He decides to hop out there and be like, yeah, look what I can do. Look what I do. Go ahead, come at me, take a punch, do a kick, do something. Dude just looks at him and just does a swinging back kick one time and just calls it a day.
Clearly, that guy was the Mr. Satan of this movie.
Clearly.
Meanwhile, throughout all of this craziness that's going on, our boy Jeff decides to hop out there and scream, "Cops is coming!" Like the street lights came on and everybody got to go home.
Like the shit at the
end. I like how they write.
It's like the end of Anchorman after that fight. Like, cops, policia.
Policia!
He just street lights must have came on because you saw them coming from like miles away.
Me personally, I was like this. There are cops in this movie, and then when they showed up, here's me. I was wrong. There are any cops in this movie.
Look. I said this before. I like Barry Gordy's Last Dragon, but even I was like, how is Show Enough just walking around doing what the fuck ever he wants to do? No cops show up.
I mean, none. Like, dude, do you know somebody in the NYPD, dog? You are not getting taken down.
I'm sorry. The police would have took down Show Enough as soon as he fucked up Brother Leroy Green's pizza shop.
Mad at you for saying that.
I'm just saying, they would have put 2 bullets inside that fucking A-Team van and then pulled him out and fucking beat the shit out of him with fucking billy clubs. And
also, just be honest, y'all. This Show Enough looks like he hasn't paid taxes in years.
Look, when dude gave him the money, he was like, "I don't want your money." That was already a sign that he owes the IRS money, so he don't need any more problems.
I don't need no more problems, nigga. Would you come up here with cash?
Keep your money. I do it for free.
I bet you do. Off the books. Uncle Sam.
Look, first off, yo, real talk, that was one little thing in that movie I'm surprised nobody noticed. You see how that white dude's eyes got wide when he said he'd do it for free? Like, oh my God, the brother will do it for free.
Oh my goodness, it's a Negro that will do something for free for a white guy. Awesome.
Nobody wants to peep that scene. Nobody wants to peep that scene. Nobody ever wants to peep that scene. Clancy Brown is the only one that didn't get his eyes wide because Clancy Brown's woke as shit, so he wasn't.
He's woke as shit.
Clancy Brown ain't trying to look racist at that scene, but the other dude, he's like, yeah, I'll let him look mystified.
I already know what's up. You can't do that to me.
Not today. Speaking of progressive, gotta love a Japanese dude that is lead of a biker gang.
You thought that'd be a lead? I love that scene, man. Because hearing the whole time was like tough. The name of the song is called "The Tough Guys." And here's me. I'm like, I'm like Cinema Stomp on that one. I'm like, okay, where the tough guys at?
All I'm saying is, I'm not even gonna lie, dog. I did this. Sons of Anarchy theme actually kind of works perfectly for this.
What I like to call this scene is what I like to call where about 60% of this movie's budget went to.
They did this. I'm sorry. They drove in Robbins, North Carolina. They had to because some of them roads look very familiar.
And as they're riding through, they're all getting together, hanging out. Right there, I'm thinking, all right, they didn't film it. Somebody was doing coke off of some girl's tits.
Oh yeah, did you peep, dude? Fucked up on doing his donuts and fell off, and they clearly didn't cut that out.
I love the fact that they kept that in.
That's authentic. See,
something tells me they meant to cut it out, but they kept it in.
Dude, I'm telling you, that was B-roll of when YK Kim gave them beer. Like, hey, we're paying you in beer, and they're like, all right, let's go.
Yeah. And then YK Kim probably thought, why don't I film this? Something tells me I could use this in the movie later.
YK Kim was like every other minority race. White people and beer. Keep it rolling.
Then we get inside the bar, and then Jeff shows up. I don't know why, but right around here we get Jeff trying his damnedest to look like a future Hugh Jackman.
Yo, he's going for this action scene, bro. He knows that somebody's gonna watch.
He walked in, got the aviator shades, he's got the freaking golf cap on. I like, bruh.
And meanwhile, Hall got kidnapped in front of Pizza Hut.
I mean, right in front of the bench.
I'm sorry, we are childs of the 80s when Pizza Hut was king, and you saw commercials, and you're like, look, I live currently near where the old Pizza Hut was over in Capitol Heights that I used to always go to before we moved. Yeah, Pizza Hut was the place to be. It had arcades and everything. Now, not so much.
Nah. You be lucky if you get a salad bar in a Pizza Hut nowadays, man.
Oh, the one in Temple Hill still has the buffet.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, not anymore?
No, it doesn't.
Wow. Huh.
The only one that has one is the one in Clinton right now, and I don't even think that one still has the buffet.
Nah, it's gone.
No, it doesn't.
Oh my God, they got rid of it? Oh man, that's sad. That is actually sad, man. That's actually made me sad. There's only like 4 places where you can sit down and eat in a Pizza Hut. You can't even do that no more, man.
I'm peeping the fact that Hall got kidnapped in broad daylight and got thrown in the trunk, and I'm like, so nobody know that? Nobody? He's in front of the guys, and he's all tied up and stuff, and they're all drinking Coors Light and torturing them and stuff. Homeboy's sister, she's all pissed off that he actually did it. And I'm like, okay, well, you already know she's going to snitch.
Again, the sister is surprised that her drug-dealing scumbag brother is a drug-dealing scumbag.
Dragon Sound comes in there, and they sneak in, and they, in the most shittiest of ways, silently taking people out.
They actually did it. They actually went in there and solid snake half everybody.
Complete with neck chopping action. Bam.
And I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, they're actually going to take down a biker gang. This pussyfoot gang is going to take out a biker gang. Are you serious?
The 5-man band is taking out a biker gang.
Excuse me, Clifton, please tell me, what do you plan to do with that half of PVC pipe?
Not even a good part of a PVC pipe.
That wasn't even a good part. Like, what are you doing running around with that?
Dude, did they swing by the local Heckingers on the way there and shit?
Yo, son.
Shout out to CJ for the Heckingers.
Gotta keep it 80s here. Heckingers was the big deal, all right?
Son, how in the world is it even possible that it looked like you ever see little kids play fight with each other, and the youngest kid is running around with like a weapon because he cannot beat the older kids? That's what it looked like to me.
It's like you guys are all training Taekwondo. It's not like the biker gang got guns. Then I would understand. But it's like you guys could have just came in there and just hand-to-hand fight them, and y'all would have been good.
See, CJ, no, you're not allowed to do that no more. You're not allowed to drop a plot point like that. Yes, we all know there is no guns in this movie. Now you brought attention to it. Great. Now the movie's ruined. This movie was.
Hey, real talk though. How you gonna be a drug dealing ninja gang and out of 4 guns? Just saying.
Son, I don't understand how this gang even works rank wise, man. So when
even the ninjas in American Ninjas had fucking M14s as backups because they couldn't take out Michael Dudikoff.
Michael Dudikoff, because Michael Dudikoff was the perfect white man. He could do Asian magic of ninjutsu.
To the point that the bad guys were like, you know what? Fuck this ninja shit. Hey, get the guns out. Get the guns out. Fuck this.
I mean,
you think I'm joking, people? American ninjas. The ninjas in all their different color gis and stuff. Literally by the end of the movie, they get fed up with the bullshit and say, you know what? Fuck it. Just take out the guns. This is start shooting at the place. Tired of it.
Can't do this shit no more, man.
So we get to the fight. And they're fighting. And really, the team is holding their own and stuff. And, you know, they're doing Home Alone traps. You know, our brother man is hiding inside of a barrel, and he pops out like, surprise, bitches, and then, you know, hits a dude with the pipe and stuff.
And you know what? And I think these hits count as deaths because a couple of the guys don't get up after they get hit like lightly in the chest.
So what you're saying is they're following Putty Patrol rules.
Yeah,
punch them one
just
time
hit
and
them.
they fall on the ground.
Yeah, you just got to make sure you hit them in the center of their own chest. That's all you got to do.
And you know what? For each person that gets cut by YK Kim, you notice that they're all doing their own version of the Shaq meme, the singing one.
That meme will never go anywhere. Now, Homeboy's brother. Let's describe his unfortunate demise here. He catches that pole to the head.
Oh, you mean yeah. Freaking Jeff. Jeff takes a bump quite badly. Did you hear the video game sounding death cry?
Dude.
Here with
Now here's the thing against me, guys. You killed your girlfriend's brother. Sure, he was a scumbag and all that. So, how do you feel about you killing your girlfriend's brother? Well, if you're Jeff, sorry, I had to do it. And how do you think the girlfriend was like? Do you think she's enraged? Do you think she's like, oh my God, I'm broken? You know what she was like? I know you had to kill him. It was okay. I had to do it.
I'm like, you were surprisingly cool with this.
Time out. So you're cool with them just killing their brother? That's just fine, right? That's cool.
That's the thing that you're fine with. Your brother is no longer living right now.
Now, granted, yeah, she has a shaky relationship with her brother, but still.
I just like the fact that he killed her brother, and she's like, "You had to do what you had to do." Really? Wow. Okay.
I mean, nothing. Just, yeah, you did what you did. So, it's okay. It's cool.
Want pizza? That's what it's like. That was the only thing that was missing after that. Y'all want to go get some pizza? Oh, sure. That's the only thing.
Meanwhile, Jimmy gets a letter regarding his brother.
No, his father.
Oh, father. My
dad.
bad. Father. I don't know why it's his brother.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He goes out to the mailbox. He says, and my quote, my father. And then all the Dragon Sound comes out, embraces and hugs him. They're carrying him and all that. And I'm saying to myself, well, that nigga's dead.
Oh, because see, but D failed to mention it also cuts to slow motion, so that's when you know he's dead.
Now,
yeah, that's what
Now you say, well, he's dead. No, here's me. Hey, excuse me, Mr. Kim. Did you accidentally film the ending and let this go first?
Yeah, I thought the same thing too. I thought the same thing too. And then I had to realize, hey, wait a minute. Isn't Jim like 2 days to retirement? I think he is.
I mean,
then I had to stop again and say, well, wait a minute. We still got about 28 minutes left in this movie.
And look, dude is so balling. They took him to Joseph A. Bank in order to get a suit.
We give him a suit. Like so things supposed to be going pretty good. It gets back to Mr. White Ninja here that Jeff is dead.
No pun intended on White Ninja.
Right, and we get a quick flashback of the one scene of them together. The one scene of them together at the compound, and we just cut right back to him and the ninjas. We must avenge Jeff.
Tense.
Very tense. Jim is fighting off ninjas in a fresh suit, and he gets cut pretty bad in the most easiest of ways.
All right, there is a shot where right after he gets cut, and you see him in the pose of him screaming in agony. You can meme that. Throw a guitar, in the middle, like in between his hands. Right there, he is rocking out.
Now, first off, I'm gonna need D to put the Shaq meme face on top of that.
Dude, for me, no, I'm with DJ Sue, and I don't have the technology for it. Right there, the second he gets killed, just turn around.
Yes, we need the funky music.
That song is fucking dope.
Oh my gosh!
So they're fighting ninjas in the water, and
I like how Jeff goes the extra mile, beats down one of the ninjas, takes his sword, and kills two of the ninja, and just stabs one when he goes in the water, and he goes full on action hero. He's all like, yeah.
He goes full action hero after he gets cut in the back. He gets cut in the back, and he goes Bloodsport Van Damme rage mode. And he just takes his sword, he rips off his clothes, and he's like, I'm running through this back swamp. I'm fucking up everything I see.
3 ninjas, eat your heart out.
Now, YK, he does drag Jim off to the side, so he can bleed out. Real talk, Jim should have died right then and there, but we're not going there. But did YK he has a katana himself, he's killing ninjas left and right, and you probably ask yourself, hey, where's the white? Oh, there he is.
So just wait for it right there.
Yo, did you like how YK Kim decided to hide under the water Solid Snake style and pop out like surprise bitch and cuts 2 of the ninjas?
And I know somebody's probably saying, wait a minute, where was he in reference to the scene? Where was he at? Here's me. No. You know where he was at? You know how that happened? YK looked at the script and said, hey, dog, it would be cool if I was underwater.
Then my question for you, YK would have been this. What if the ninjas never came around that side?
Why did you just like snap that? Never mind. You know what? Never mind.
Now,
it's your movie.
Now, one of the ninjas goes back to head white ninja and tells him what's happening, and he gets decapitated because failure.
You know what?
No, and you gotta love how he was sitting there waiting for somebody to come back, literally like the final boss.
You know what? It's kind of funny to me because at that point when he did that, he chomped his head off, right? I was telling myself, well, that's not as bad as Shao Kahn. That's still not as bad as Shao Kahn. Nowhere's bad. Shao was like, tell me, Raiden, did you make them beg for their lives? No, I
Master,
didn't.
I put him in jail like you told me to.
But Master, no, I didn't. This will not happen again, and kills him. I'm like, that's worse because Rain was successful actually.
and can I and just for the sake of silliness of this movie, when he cuts the ninja's head off, the failing one, keep note of the sound effect. When the minute you hear it go, Cha! Why do we cut back to YK Kim and he made the same exact sound?
You know what, Eris? I think I'm going to say this, and it might be controversial, and it might not be the cool thing to say, but I think this movie is bad. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I don't think it's bad. I don't know. Maybe it is bad. No, maybe it's bad. You know what? Maybe it's bad. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm tripping.
Maybe I am the asshole. Maybe I'm not realizing that they put, a whole $1 million into this movie. You think they can get the sound effects right?
I mean,
but whatever.
But peep this. So Kim and Head Ninja, they have their fight, and it's entertaining in a bad way, and
I mean,
In typical-
the Chuck Norris motion is there, my
That was
nigga.
Walker, Texas before Walker, Texas was a thing.
The Chuck Norris slow motion followed by the foreshadowed finishing move that we saw him use in his kata about 45 minutes earlier.
Yeah,
Now,
where he reverses the knife on the homeboy.
yeah,
And then we cut back again to the slow motion where we see John running. Somehow managed to get his back healed up, and
I know, right?
we just see him run. I was like, dude, what happened to the rest of his scenes, man? I want to see more of this guy. He was actually being a more believable pass.
And then it gets even weirder because then you see YK running through the swamp, and I'm like, "What's going on?" And then
Trying to
bam.
call out other ninjas, like, come on!
now
Look, and then bam, whiplash again. They're inside the car, and Jim somehow is still living, and I hate to make fun of somebody's accent as bad as it was. Here's YK. I'm like, what? What?
they're far
I'm
away.
like, I'm like
Yo,
no,
it was so
CJ,
bad.
no, CJ, stop it, no. Don't you dare do that to this movie.
Yo, it was so bad.
We are not going to invoke Commando into this movie.
So they finally get that to the hospital, right? And you look and you're noticing, you see Jeff, you see YK, and you see an extra black person there, and you're thinking to yourself, wait a minute, is that his dad?
They had enough time to get a hold of his dad, lay down everything that happened, and they all got back to the hospital.
Hey, can I point out something? His dad looks like they just got a young dude and just threw some fucking makeup on his ass.
Actually, not to me. His dad, Jim's dad, looked like he was the same age as Jim.
That's what I'm saying. Like they got the same dude as James, and they just threw a fucking salt and pepper fucking wig and all that shit on him, and it was like, all right, we're good.
Brown people. There we go.
Oh my!
And I love how his dad talked. He's like, I almost lost a son today, but thanks to you, I won't be able to do. Like, yo, bruh, what is with his dad? It's amazing. It's amazing that Jim is as dark as Clifton Powell and sounds like a white man, and it's amazing that his dad sounds just like Ben Carson. That's awesome.
Now we get a freeze frame, and we cut to a card that says, and I quote, "Only through the elimination of violence can we achieve world peace." See, here's the thing. About the end here. There's a thing.
Yo.
There's a thing that happened when we all played arcade games in the late '80s and '90s, and it was those losers. What was the fucking quote?
No. I remember. It was the old FBI PSA. It's called "Winners Don't Do Drugs."
Yeah, and that's what this movie tried to pull off at the end, except without the FBI logo for emphasis.
Here's my thing. We just sat through a movie that was mostly violence.
And now you want to tell me elimination of violence can achieve world peace?
Yo, two of the most brutal deaths in the movie comes from the good guys. Are we serious? Are we serious, man? This is like, you know what? The only reason why they put the FBI warning in the arcades was because, real talk, all the kids were smoking weed.
Nancy Reagan had to get her emphasis in there.
Nancy Reagan had to say something. And real talk, I heard, and I didn't know this, but my dad told me, Coke was real easy to get in the arcades too. So yeah,
I'm shocked that we avoided that. Isn't that amazing?
Like, well, if you're in New York and you went to Chinatown Fair, there's a lot of shit that went down in that place.
Man, look, man, the only place you can get high in DC and be at an arcade was the arcade that used to be down there in Eastover. There's a reason why they boarded that thing up for years and nobody went back in there. You know,
yeah, like D. What about that? Like, what about that hole in the wall arcade that used to that was at the end of Iverson?
Ooh.
Ooh.
And Forestville.
No.
Yeah, which changed their arcade location like 3 times.
Now, see, that was Time Out. See, that was different. Time Out was different. That was Namco ran, so that was different.
Yeah.
Now, go back to what you said already. Iverson, that whole
the one over at Iverson that had like the one over at Iverson that had like 3 King of Fighters games.
Nigga, that arcade was only badass because of 2 things. That was the only arcade with a working afterburner machine, and also that was the first arcade that actually saw Capcom versus SNK inside. Yo, for real, did the owners like KOF of that place?
They did. Because there was a lot of KOF machines in there.
Yo, I remember because they had Capcom versus SNK before Pocket Change and Waldorf had it, I am not even BSing you on that. So whatever. But, that's enough local stuff. Let's talk about this movie that took place in Orlando. Miami Connection.
Yeah, so that's Miami Connection. Again, I will say this. It's one of those movies you gotta watch just to see the insanity of this we already told you the origins of this movie, but just watching it, it's like, wow, this is like crazy 80s. Because again, it really felt like a Golden Globus movie without the Golden Globus, without the Canon Films backing, I guess.
You know what? It's amazing that I really do think it's kind of one of the better stories that the Draft House films have to give out when it comes to the movies, because this movie was a failure, a total failure. And yes, all the movies that they usually get are total failures, but this one was one of the ones that was a diamond rough. Yes, by all standards, it's one of the worst movies you will ever see. But like you said, you have to see it. It's better than The Room. It's way better than Birdemic. It's better than Sharknado. It's one of the best bad movies, period.
I can't wait till they open that Draft House in DC. That's going to be awesome.
Man, I'm surprised and I'm mad that the Arlington Draft House only plays bad movies. Ironically, they don't play it enough, man.
Oh yeah, I mean,
well, hold on, CJ, what's going on?
Oh, they opening the Draft House in DC 2019.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, but the only one we got in DC is the Arlington Draft House, and that's
it's a smaller one compared to the official and stuff. So it's like, hey, you take it for what it is and stuff. I know there's one, actually the official one, you gotta drive all the way to fucking Ashburn, and I'm not driving my ass all the way to Ashburn. I'm sorry.
Nah, bro, no, I'm not. That's all good. That's all good.
I mean, look, I remember somebody was like, "Hey, Chris, you're gonna see the Hateful Eight at the Draft House." I'm like, no, I love Tarantino, but no.
Man, I had a friend that said, "Hey D, I know you got podcasts and all that, so y'all trying to come out to see Commando?" I'm like, yeah, where's that? At the Draft House. Wait a minute, where's that at? Ashburn? No.
I mean, I don't know. I might have would have came there for Commando.
I don't know,
as
man.
long as it's not a weekday. If it was like a Saturday, sure, but not like, hey, after work at 4. I'm like, no.
Like, better yet, if it was like a Friday, like even if it was like a Friday night or something, I'd have went. I'd have took the trip.
Yeah, I don't know, but whatever. But that is true. This is one of the best bad movies period, and I'm glad we did it. And I'm glad you people voted for it. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.